Hey, welcome back to the channel. Got some exciting stuff to show you. Last video, I think we left off with leveling.
Yeah.
The pad.
It's been a while.
Yeah, we've made some good things happen since then.
Yeah. We're excited to show you the progress that we've made so far.
New things like electricity. Can't use it yet, but it's there. That's good.
More digging.
Yeah, just dirt. That's just what this is. It's just been the dirt project, and it's okay. I'm quite fond of it now. That's all I want to do. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the progress we've made. Got some videos coming up to show you. There's some time lapses. We'll jump back in and kind of explain what's going on during that time. So watch and enjoy. Well, it's been a pretty good day. When we worked this afternoon. Beautiful day. But we got some things done. We got the string lines up. And we've actually started digging a trench. So I'm going to show you here in a second. Got some footage of it, not much. I don't have all my gear with me because I forgot it. So I'm just down to phones and using no stands, using like grade stakes to hold phones up, and you know they're falling off and falling in the trench, so it's all good. But yeah, got some good things going on here, and let me show you. So here we have our string lines up, and it is pretty square. It's less than ½ an inch diagonally, so that's pretty good for 56 by 104 foot building, I think. I don't know, but this is what we've got done as well. Doing some digging, going slow. I'm not going real fast on this because you basically got one shot, but it's going pretty good. I've got a little caving off on each side, which is kind of unavoidable, but pretty consistently 3 foot depth, and we just got to go all the way around and do it. So we're digging the trench, obviously. Then we're gonna put our rebar in. Then we're gonna put our sleeves in. So all the sleeves that need to be in this. So there's gonna be probably a couple right down here. It's gonna be the septic system kicking out that direction. So we got to figure out where all those are gonna go, which depth, which size of sleeves, things like that. But making progress, and we're really hoping to get some concrete poured this week. So, and it's only Monday, so I think it can be done. We'll see. But I got updates. We're getting power in today. Woo! Kind of a surprise. They didn't know when they were going to get a transformer, and I pull up this morning and I've got a meter box. They've putting a bigger box out on the road, and they've got the 25 kV transformer and everything. So hot dog. But yeah, they're just getting the trencher out. They're going to pull a line. I think they've actually got to replace some of their infrastructure alongside the road. So doing a little upgrading in general for the service out here. So, but yeah, don't worry, that box is going to go down in the ground a little further than what it looks like. So you'll just see the meter stand kind of poke up out of the ground, and that's about it. So, but exciting stuff's happening. They're going to do that. I'm going to move some dirt berm and then we're gonna finish forming up. So things are happening. So this transformer that's coming in that they're setting down right now is actually a 25 kilovolt transformer, which is oversized compared to a normal house. I talked to the guy into maybe providing a little bit extra one because we have the guest quarters and some electric appliances. So he agreed to it. He's like, yeah, no, that's probably a safe bet. So it is a larger volt transformer. So
I was working when this was happening, so I was excited to be getting updates and pictures of this. And initially I was panicking a little bit because it was gigantic, and so I was imagining seeing that out my front window, but it isn't as bad as I initially thought, and I think we could kind of dress it up a little bit.
Yeah. All right, so here I'm back in the trench, digging the foundation. It was a little tricky, you know, maintaining a certain depth, and really I just measured kind of up the bucket edge to a certain position on the stick, and that was basically my 36-inch mark. Now, of course, that changes as your bucket and stick is out, and you know that changes. So you kind of still check it every once in a while. A challenge here was actually getting to the other side. So I backed up slightly and redug the rest of the trench that way, which worked fine. In fact, it worked really good for 3 of the corners, except for one. I'll explain that later. Here I got out of the machine, just took my string lines down, made it over to the other side, and put my string lines back up and continued to dig. So one thing we didn't really mention quite yet either is the string lines. How did we get them up? You know, sorry, it's a pterodactyl or something. With the help of our contractor, we put our batter boards up. First made just put pins in the ground for the 4 corners of the building. It's a very simple building. It's only a rectangle, so it wasn't very complicated. Once we got pins in the ground, then we put our batter boards up about 2 feet off those pins and started to run string lines. So the nice thing about that is you can fine tune with the batter boards. You can fine tune your string lines. So you can just perfectly make those corners, and you know, because you want your house to be square. That's pretty critical.
So after all the digging of the trenches, we also had to start the process of building the forms. This was us purchasing the items for the forms. Yeah,
it took like 3-4 hours. Not quite that long. It took a while though to get this hauled and loaded.
No, it took that long. It was a lot more lumber than I had imagined for making the forms.
Yeah, and we were getting rebar and, you know, just getting things. Making the old people work for their keep.
Here's their contribution. They're moving a board.
Am I stuck up here? No, we're gonna be in mud.
How far up do you want?
Right here. Okay, we're gonna go over. We're gonna toss it over there. Yeah. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
That's the hardest part.
Ah, it ain't hard.
So our contractor Josh and his brother Sam, they were instrumental in helping us with the forms of this building. They really took the lead on that and helped us with that. So
yeah, we had a rotary laser up there, or Josh had his rotary laser up, and really every 8 feet or less. These are 12-foot 2x8s is what the forms are made out of. And the entire time we're running along the string lines and checking the height of that as well. So just to create just a super straight wall as much as possible. And so, and yeah, Josh, Sam, they did phenomenal creating this this form system. Those 2x8s are a lot of weight. They built this truss, basically. That's the 2x4s you see crossing, to support the weight of the forms. and that really proved to be a great tactic. When the forms were being put up, we had to put rebar in the trench, and so that's what I'm going to show you next, how I did that, at least a little bit. And we did 2 runs of rebar in the bottom, 1/2-inch rebar all the way around in the trench, and then we did verticals. Once we were pouring the foundation, we did wet set vertical 1/2-inch rebar every 4 foot.
Yep.
Is that what we did that at?
Yep.
Yeah. So creates a very strong foundation though. All right, so this is what we got going on. We've got all the rebar, the two rebar in the trench. We're gonna do some verticals too. We just haven't got to that point yet. But I'm just trying to get as much done as possible. We've got some of the outside forms done, but we haven't done any of the inside yet. We'll get to that. Just kind of ran out of time on the day. But in the meantime, or my contractor did, because he did that, not me. In the meantime, I'm gonna finish getting the rebar set down here. And so it's pretty basic. You know, I'm overlapping about 6 to 8 inches on all the rebar down here, 2 runs of it, and I'm putting 2 of these ties on each end, or on the splice to give it that strength. And next I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna place these brackets down here, these risers, and basically they get that about 3 inches up into the concrete when we pour it. So just kind of show you how I'm doing that. Just gonna set my bracket in here, space my rebar appropriately, which is not conducive to me being in here at the same time apparently. About like that. And then I'm gonna tie it off and just keep going. Super handy, like $5 tool here. Makes it a lot easier using these pre-made ties. They make like an electric one too that ties it. I don't know. I can rough it. So there you have it. Set up, you know, nice in the concrete. We'll put our verticals kind of right here, just drive into the ground, and they'll poke up into the form. Well, actually, it might even be over here because our form is on the outside edge of this wall. So I'm just going to continue doing that. Hoping we can pour some concrete at the end of the week. It's Tuesday. My contractor's busy tomorrow. I'm busy Friday. There's some rain in the forecast. We got a lot of things going against us, but we're just going to hope and pray that that it works out, and it will. It will. So, yep, we'll just keep plugging away here. So in this shot, all the perimeter is in, but the internal form is not in there yet, and that's so that I could get in there and work. There were times during this portion of the build that we were literally hand digging the foundation because the machine couldn't get to it. In fact, in this far right corner of the shot here is where the machine actually kind of fell in, and so I couldn't dig that with the machine very much, so we had to hand dig that. It really makes you appreciate equipment, you know, one scoop at a time. This is that area that really sunk in. Left side there, you can see my left side track actually almost caved in. I thought I was actually going to go in the trench. Didn't, made it out. In order to reduce the amount of concrete that would have been used in this space, we come up with a system to just kind of hang some sheathing down there, some 7/16 OSB, not very strong, not very sturdy. We kind of found out how heavy mud the concrete can be. Nonetheless, it did hold it back pretty well, and we did save some concrete.
So some other exciting news, we officially sold the house, which is great. Maybe except that we don't have a house really to move into, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be a challenge, and we're actually going to be living in our camper for a little while we build this house.
It's going to be so fun.
With
I love
3
camping.
kids and 2 dogs and
for 3 months.
a
It's
bird.
like a 3-month camping trip.
A 3-month camping trip. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I am sort of excited. I'm sure that will go away fairly soon when we start, but it will make some great memories, and I think the kids will look back at it one day and think,
Absolutely.
hey, look at that. So that's exciting. We have just a few short weeks to get out of our house and be closed on that, and we will be completely at the site full time, which will have some benefits with that too.
Yeah, you can just wake up and start working.
All the time.
Yep.
You won't get a break.
Nope. That's all right.
Also would like to just maybe give a little thanks to other people who have been helping us with this process. We would be nowhere without them. So, you know, family watching the kids, and we have family close by, and they're often over there eating all their food and taking up all their time. But it's good. And of course, our parents for being there for us all the time and helping us
Big
with
support.
the kids and in the house itself. So
Big support system we have. So
yeah.
couldn't do without them.
Next video is going to be exciting, so please stay tuned for that. We're going to be actually pouring the foundation, which we've already actually done, but we're not going to show you that yet. So
Stay tuned. It's going to be great.
stay tuned for part 2. And yeah, we're just going to keep plugging away. Thanks for watching.
Stay tuned.
We are excited to tell you about some progress that we've made.
Absolutely. Do that again. Actually gained a couple dogs. Oh, see?
Fantastic. Okay, can you get out of here? Okay,
Jackson, you leave.
seriously.
Jack's get. Thank you.
We probably need to put them away.
Okay, we will. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe. I don't want to say that. Thanks for watching. See you later. Stay tuned. That's usually what I say. I don't know.
Okay.